Hey guys, Sam here with a quick little vlog talking about how I participated in Force Friday, but not the usual way where you go to Toys R Us at midnight and you stand in line for a couple hours. I almost did that though, but after getting a couple Angry Orchards in me, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'm gonna go do that. I really wanted that Lego Millennium Falcon. So I drove over to Toys R Us around 10:45 and there were about a dozen people waiting outside, and I just said, yeah, no, I want to sleep. The only item advertised for Force Friday was Sphero's BB-8 app-controlled droid, which I saw a little commercial for and I was immediately taken with it. I was like, God, I really want that. So upon arriving home around 11:15, I went online. Amazon had already sold out of them, and I asked around a little bit, and some people had told me that Bed Bath & Beyond's website had them. Of all places, I think you could get it at Brookstone, Apple, Amazon, and Best Buy, I think. Bed Bath & Beyond was also one of the places, so I went online, reserved it for in-store pickup, and the next morning, during one of my 30-minute breaks at work, I went and picked it up. And now I have it, and I am pretty pleased with it. I wanted to do a little unboxing / review where I open this thing up and tell you guys all about it, because it is a very cool little toy, and if you want to know whether or not you should buy one, you should watch this video, so check it out. I am doing this all with my phone, so pardon the quality issues. I know that like the professional unboxing videos on YouTube are like super high quality, the box lights placed around it and such, but this isn't that. This is the Film Beast style. Before I get to the actual unboxing, I just have to say how exciting this is because this is the first piece of the Force Awakens merchandise I am buying, and it's kind of crazy because this is a movie that's gonna change my life. I think it's gonna change a lot of people's lives, you know, for better or worse, really. And I've kind of taught myself that, hey, if this movie sucks, because that's still a thing. It's still an if, you know, if this movie sucks. I think that this little guy, or little girl, as some people are saying, I think that this little one is going to be the one saving grace. That's just a theory right now. We will see. But let's get down to it. Beautiful box, by the way. Beautiful box. This company, Sphero, does a good job. Ta-da, okay. Beautiful on the inside too. It's even got like a little ribbony thing, like, hello, you should open me now. Right on the inside, Star Wars logo. Again, I know this isn't great quality. That thing's up close and you have to look at me and my cat, who is named Boba Fett, by the way. Brownie points for, yeah, whatever. This little thing shows the instructions for charging your BB-8. And there he is. It is so cute. I love it. It's protected very well by like a solid foam insert here. So if you're worried about this thing coming broken on arrival, don't. Like if you're shipping it through some website, do not worry about it, because I think this thing is packaged incredibly well. Here we have the docking station, which is colored appropriately for him or her. Again, I'm gonna keep tripping myself up with that, but it is a beautiful little thing. Like, this thing has a little rubber part right here, which means that whenever you place it in there, it will not move around. It will not get bumped off easily. So kudos, Sphero, for doing that. So now you can have your own BB-8 mold for whatever reason. Oh my God, okay. This thing is beautiful, really. I mean, I was told a little bit beforehand about this thing. This is more of a decal than anything else. And that's not a bad thing, because I think to get the best movement out of this, you want it to be on a flat surface. So no problems with that. Here's the little head, which is crafted very nicely, I have to say, like with a little antenna on top. And it's just very beautiful. It's got a little, its eye is probably the most striking thing, is that, you know, you find so many characteristics in the eye, even with, you know, astromech droids and whatnot. And this one, I just adore it. It's adorable. That's the only word. Little plastic piece. I don't know how this is supposed to happen here. I don't think there's a magnet or anything. It's got little... This is the one, probably the cheapest thing about it so far is the head. Even though it is crafted very well, it's got little wheels on the bottom, which I can only assume, you know, are there for, you know, the reason of actually keeping it on top for the most part while it is rolling around. The obligatory USB stuff, all the charging business, and that is how that is. And then there is, as well in this little box, the instruction manual, I think? Voila! Instruction manual. I don't think there's anything else below this. There is not, which is okay because I think I'm, for the most part, squared away. Okay, so it turns out this has no instructions on it whatsoever and is mostly just there for telling you little information about the product, so this is worthless. I'm gonna see what it takes to power this thing up right now. So upon placing this ball on the charger, it started lighting up and making little whirring noises, which didn't know the lighting effects were part of the product, which that's interesting. Don't mind it. Let's try and see if this head goes on and it is magnetized. Ha! Yes! Perfect. It is magnetized. Love it. Hey! Hey, what's up? Oh, yes, you're looking at my DVD collection now. It's, I know it's quite good. You should probably look up here. Yes, you did it! Oh my god! Okay, now you're looking at John Boyega, so that's cool. He's in the movie that you're in. I love it already! It's just charging, and I'm already quite taken with this. So I'm gonna wait for it to charge up a little bit more, and then we're gonna take it for a spin. I just decided to boot up the app on my iPad and connect to the little guy. He's not quite done charging yet, but I wanted to check out the app. I also got it on my HTC One, but for the purpose of this video and the fact that I am taking the video on my phone, I also put it on my iPad, which I was hoping wouldn't just be a downgraded version of the iPhone version, but it is a full screen version of the app, and it does look quite nice. The interface is nice. Every time you touch it, you can see your fingerprint show up, which is pretty neat. And yeah, you're given a couple little options here, which I will dig into in just a second. As I showed before, I'm given a couple of options to drive, to message, to patrol, but for now I'm just going to do drive.
Oh. Hey.
Oh, it's so cool. Where did you get this?
Bed Bath & Beyond, if you can believe it.
Really? I was thinking like you got it from like one of your movie sets or something.
Woo! I'm still...
Now just put a vacuum on it and you can vacuum under your couch.
BB-8 Roomba. It'll basically access your iPad or whatever phone or device you want to use, camera, and you can take a video of yourself or something, and it'll like pick it out in a hologram, or whatever the central object is in the hologram, and it'll send it to other people who have this.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, it's like a little distress thing. It's like, I do not like it. Run me into wall again.
It's coming to me.
My territory, bro. Oh!
Ah!
Now that I've had the night to play around with BB-8 and show it off to my friends and play around with my cat, more like scare the shit out of my cat as you saw, I wanted to give my final impressions on it as I just kind of take it around for a drive. First things first, the app loads a little slowly, both on my Android-powered phone and my iPad, which isn't a terrible thing, but I think it's something that they could definitely improve upon in later updates if they do update it. Sometimes these little apps don't get many updates. I really like this thing. I think that it is just plain adorable, and it is so much fun. It is the first time that I've owned something like this. I think that the last time I've owned anything like even remotely similar to this was when I had like an RC car or something like that. But this is completely different. This just adds a whole new level of fun to the whole remote controlled toy device. I love it. Admittedly, the patrol aspect, the little bit that I've kind of toyed around with it, doesn't work incredibly well, but it is something just kind of interesting. It kind of like adds a Roomba element to the toy. It's not even really doing much. It's just kind of just like moving around a little bit here and there. It's not a great feature, and I'm sure it would work better on hardwood floors or tile, in which case, you know, I have a mostly carpeted apartment. So that kind of takes away one of the features, one of the, I guess what you could call a key feature. I guess the best thing I can say about the patrol feature is that it is very harmless. You're not going to see BB-8 all of a sudden just zooming by the room and you being walking like, hey BB-8, I'm walking here, what the heck? And you're not going to like accidentally step on it. So that is a good little feature. It's just, you know, BB-8 exploring the room. It's very kind of cute. And it is a good way to keep my cat entertained for a couple of minutes. Aw shit, Boba. He's gonna go get your food. The difference in texture of flooring definitely helps BB-8 kind of explore a little bit better. Although sometimes, you know, he'll find himself under a cabinet and just be like, well, no, there's still space to move around, but, you know, his head is bumping into it and he can't clear that. So the device doesn't understand that, and that, you know, he's now, like, officially stuck. Oh, and he's doing it again. Doing it again! That's fine, that's cool. And I think he just really likes being under those cabinets, right? Right? Putting him on a table is probably not the best idea, but it's carpet below, so I'm not too worried about it. And overall, I could definitely say that I'm pleased with this purchase. The $150 price tag may scare some people off, and to those I say, hey, you know, save your money. Save your money for something more important in your life, definitely. But for me, this was just a purchase that I was able to make, something that I was very excited about. Clearly, you know, new Star Wars movie coming out, this is a big time for fans. And say what you will about crass commercialism, but this is something, you know, that's very integral to being a Star Wars fan. Even though, you know, of course, we know exactly where the money is going to, we know what big business is getting from us buying these toys, but still, that doesn't really matter. It's part of the fandom. It's part of being a part of something bigger. And that is it for my unboxing / review of Sphero's BB-8 app control droid. A very cool, fun device that I definitely recommend. If you have the money and you feel like you want to show your Star Wars fandom in that way, go out and get it. It will entertain you, it will entertain your pets, it will entertain friends at, you know, a party or a get-together for at least 15 minutes, which I definitely say is a good amount of time when people are busy drinking and doing other stuff. This is a good little break to just be like, hey guys, look at this cool little toy I got, and people will be like, oh my god, it's so cute! As always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the Film Feast yet, I definitely recommend doing that if you want to see more videos like this. I'll see you guys next time.